time for us to get a move on again. Going to the Stad.
Huh?
Going to the Stad.
Going to the Stad.
Having moved ourselves 40 miles north from the town of Flura, our next big step was to get around an area called the Stad. Although most of the Norwegian coast is navigable by inside waterways, there are a few places where it is necessary to head out into open ocean, and the Stad is one of them. This is a spot where the North Sea meets the Norwegian Sea and is known for its harsh, windy climate. Some of the strongest wind speeds in the country are recorded here, and seas can become steep, confused, and incredibly nasty due to shoaling. Since we weren't sure what to expect, and like to err on the side of caution anyway, we waited for a calm day when there was little wind and seas were expected to be low.
It's looking good so far, nice and calm. There's barely a ripple on the water, which is great for us. Yeah, we'll have to see a little bit to see if we're going to go on the inside route or the outside route, but we'll see.
Started out with some beautiful sun in the anchorage this morning. I can actually still see last little bits of it behind us before it goes in the clouds, but as you can see out to sea, it is pretty dark. So hopefully that doesn't mean any storms are starting to brew up. And it's kind of strange. I guess maybe pleasure crafts come out more in the afternoon, but right now it's about 8 o'clock in the morning and we are the only vessel around here. It is just quiet. But fingers crossed, all goes well, and we'll be around the Stad with no problem and headed to Alesund. Still need to learn how to pronounce that one properly. How are we looking?
Huh?
How are we looking?
Good so far. It looks like, again, won't be a problem, so we'll be able to cut through the shorter route. It ended up being 14 miles one direction to a point, or 11 miles. So we cut off 3 miles by doing this little short route. And it looks like we should be able to take it without having like surf breaks. We hope.
We hope. It's out of my way. And we also have found one more sailboat now heading out. It looks like they came from a channel a little bit more south of us. But we were wondering, because obviously we've been watching the weather for the past few days, timing ourselves, kind of like timing everything around getting here. We keep hearing from many people to take lots of caution when going around this. So we had a feeling that there might be a fleet of boats. I mean, just like any more difficult passage. Again, don't know how difficult this is, but anything that needs precaution that this does, as soon as a weather window opens up, just everybody tries to take it. So we're a little curious how many boats are going to be heading out here with us, but more importantly, how many are going to be trying to take our slips tonight at the marina? Because we want to be right in the city center. It's beautiful there based on Instagram photos, but we're looking forward to getting there tonight, and hopefully it is a very smooth passage on the way. But yeah, we'll have to see how many others are headed out here with us. Matt and I are, of course, worried about cutting it too close to shore. I mean, we did take like the shortcut, but we're still staying pretty far off. And then this big like 500-foot tanker is just running like just a few hundred feet off. So I guess that makes me feel better. And all of these smaller power boats and like Katie Krogan type trawlers just whizzing right past us. So yeah, I'm sure this place is absolutely awful in storms or bad weather, but today looking like just another travel up the coast.
Success. We made it around the Stad. Yeah, really, I think we timed it just right. There was no big currents, there were no big waves at all. It was just motoring and about perfect for it. Not a beautiful day, it's gray and gross, but that's all right. We're getting around it, and our next port is about 25 miles away. 25 miles of motoring, but nonetheless, we'll make it there tonight.
Look, we have got the sail up and our motor sailing in. Winds are actually coming out of the south now, which is, well, pretty unheard of in this area, I think, because we've only seen them come from the north since we got here. But yeah, we are cutting in now from the outside, from the Atlantic, and starting to take the inside pass to Alesund. I'll figure it out soon. And we're just hoping that once we get to the marina, there is an open spot, because at the guest docks, it's usually pretty full in summer, we've heard. Matt looked at a webcam and didn't see any open spaces, and if there's no room there, unfortunately, there's nothing else close by. I think there's 2 other marinas not open to public, don't have transient berths. So we're just gonna really, really hope that there's an open space there, but even though it's kind of like an eerie, dark day, hopefully tomorrow the sun comes out, but breeze is coming out. It's getting chilly. I'm gonna go hide under the Dodger again. So we weren't planning on doing any real sightseeing. We just got in, tied the boat up, had some coffee with the neighbors, and as we were heading out to go to the grocery store, it turns out one of our actual YouTube followers pulled up alongside us on the side of the road and just kind of asked what we were up to and asked if we wanted a ride to this lookout, which is normally 400 steps. So no way we could pass up that opportunity. Not that we couldn't use a hike, but we're kind of eager to go see it. So we're going to hop in the car now and take a drive up.
We kept saying Alesund.
Yeah, then you can just use some A's.
Yeah.
Alesund.
Oh,
You need to know where something is.
What's neat to see right now?
Okay. You walk up a tower, and up on that tower you have a spinning dial, and you can spin the dial and you see what's in that direction.
Oh, neat.
In 360 degrees.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yes.
That's awesome. Oh, crazy.
Yeah, you are just like up in clouds here.
You are up in the clouds. Yeah, this is cool. Look at this. So you just a bunch of names that I can't pronounce and no one know where they are, but
You're watching me steady, I know, wondering why I'm so hollow. You're showing me all of your best, while I'm giving you what I got left. I got concrete walls, got concrete walls.
Well, for not having any plans when we first got in, our new friend, and I know I'm going to say it wrong already, I think it's like John Eric, he told us to call him J-Lo, is just like taking us around in his car and showing us all the hot spots. First place we got to, the overlook, it was pretty foggy and misty. Just started to clear up as we were headed out, but this is like the main overlook of Alesund. I think that's how you pronounce it, we asked. And could just make out the green canvas of elements down in the marina, but I can see why this is such a popular spot. This overlook is just gorgeous. So if it's sunny tomorrow, I think we're going to try it again, but otherwise we're just so fortunate that we had the opportunity to get up here tonight. And very fortunate that the gate was open because I think they charge like 30 kroner or about, well, $3 to $4 US a person get in. Not too bad. But. Look at what we found today. The sun is out, and so we are going to take this advantage to go check out town, just wander around and maybe go back up those stairs to catch the view while the sky is blue and the views are clear. Alesund is often referred to as the cutest town in Norway, and once you step foot inside, it's easy to see why. Bright Art Nouveau buildings line the waterfront, with a network of elegant bridges and tunnels to guide you through the peninsula. These colorful buildings didn't always have a place here, as a fire swept through in 1904, destroying 850 homes, all in the span of 16 hours. Rebuilding of the town commenced immediately and was completed in only 3 years, leaving behind the vibrant buildings we see today, full of ornate details if one looks close enough. I know I've been saying this about pretty much every place that we've been stopping lately, but I am absolutely in love with it here. It's just that all the buildings are so gorgeous and we're right in the city center. Perfect time for a sundowner.
Today was a really nice day to just wander around and see a few things. The town is beautiful. It's like perfect, just perfect. It did catch fire apparently in like 1904, and majority of it burnt down around the city center area, so they rebuilt it, and when they rebuilt it is kind of all the old looking buildings that we see here, kind of Disney looking buildings. Just they're so cute, so perfect. So went and just sightseeing, just enjoying the architecture and the sun and the people here and everything. It's, yeah, such a nice spot. Good for a couple of days, but there's no nature. Nature's over there,
Just
or
over, yes,
behind
yeah.
there, or there, or there, just out of reach. So tomorrow when we rent the car, we'll actually be able to go do some hikes, go see some waterfalls, those types of things, and get away from the city for a little bit.
One thing we noticed when we were wandering around today is how crowded the streets were compared to yesterday, and at first we just thought it was because the sun came out, and it's obviously gorgeous. And then we walked a few blocks further and saw this massive cruise ship in port, which is also why we didn't go up the steps to the lookout today. It's just because it was queued from top to bottom, basically. So instead,
That means line
in American.
in American,
Queued, yes. We're European now.
not we.
After I eat my crisps. So time for a gin and tonic right now, which we set out here with coffees just after lunch. That was a perfect temperature. Now it's about 7 o'clock p.m. and I'd say, because I think today's high was like 56, 57, it's dropping to the low 50s. Time to put a coat on. So we're just gonna sit here, do some people watching, and enjoy the evening. Would you like off your leash? Do you promise to be good if I let you off? Don't do what you did in Wick. You didn't listen. That's not staying on the boat.
To pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you pandemonium.